Hi everyone, welcome to my video overview of Zoom Essential 32-bit float enabled handy recorders family. So without further ado, let's start from the smallest, so to say, member of the Essential family, Zoom H1 Essential. H1 Essential comes in simple and efficient packaging, all made of recycled materials and no plastic besides the screen protector. In the box we've got recorder itself, pack of paper printed manuals and warranty papers. There's nothing else, no batteries or wires. Let's take a closer look at the recorder itself. It is very small, light, handy indeed. Size-wise, it is approximately the same as previous model of H1N handy recorder. H1 Essential has XY configuration microphone capsule mounted on top. On the left side it has line-out headphones 3.5mm connector, volume on/off hold switch. On the right side, line-in mic, USB-C connector, settings menu knob and micro SD card slot. There is also a lanyard connector. On the back it has speaker, mounting connector and battery compartment. First impression is very nice. Even if it's made completely out of plastic, it feels good in the hand. On the front of the device, under the display, we've got soft touch multifunctional knobs, which can be used to operate the settings menu. Zoom H1 Essential has small OLED display, which is quite bright, but not comfortable enough, in my opinion, to read from a rather small distance. H1 Essential has quite extensive functionality in regards to voice recording. Overdubbing, auto record, pre-record and timer function is all present. One of the best features of Zoom H1 Essential is the possibility to make 32-bit 96 kHz audio recordings through the 3.5mm input. There is also a choice between stereo or mono recording, which is very handy for recording, for example, a lavalier microphone. The other great feature of H1 Essential is the possibility to be used as USB-C microphone. In this mode, the device would work in 24-bit 48 kHz format. I was trying out H1 Essential with many applications on iPadOS. It was always working very well. The only thing is, if one would want to use it as an USB-C microphone, one would need to use a tripod because of the surface noises. Worth to mention, H1 Essential would make a great choice as external microphone for video recording. It is small, light, can be easily mounted on any camera. Works only with two AAA sized batteries. Let's take a look at the files. As you can see, on SD card we just got the recorded audio basically without any file tree, just the recorded material. Let's check it up in the ProTools. As you can see, all recordings I made with it is in 32-bit. Here is the mono lavalier through the 3.5mm, 3.5mm stereo. There is no problem with handling 32-bit WAV files. I have to mention that one can normalize audio levels on the device itself, but I personally prefer to do it in software. Besides adjusting volume on file itself, one also can do it through the plugins, just like this, but there is also plenty of other plugins for volume leveling out there. You can use any of them, basically. H1 Essential could easily find its place in any student bag, little lady purse or businessman pocket. Not to mention on top of almost any digital video camera. Its small size and killer feature 3.5mm stereo mono input with 32-bit 96 kHz recording capability is a welcome thing for any lavalier microphone user. Besides that, it obviously could record serious audio with its small stereo microphone capsule. It is very affordable, high-quality device. Moving on to the star of the show, so to say, Zoom H4 Essential. It comes in the same packaging as H1 Essential, only slightly larger. Inside we've got the recorder itself and paper-printed multi-language manual with some warranty papers, same as in case with H1 Essential. As I understand, H4 Essential is the new model which is supposed to replace very well-known and loved H4 Pro and H5. Let's take a closer look at the device itself. It's made completely out of plastic. Nevertheless, it feels great in the hand. It is also relatively light and reminds me a little the design of heavy-duty tools. It is looking boxy, so to say, but nice boxy. It works for me. On the left side, line in stereo, mic 3.5mm input connector, line out, headphones 3.5mm connector, volume and micro SD card slot. On the right side it has settings menu operation multifunctional knobs, USB-C connector, connection for the Bluetooth module and on-off hold switch. On the back, battery compartment, speaker and mounting connector. On the bottom, just as in case with H4 Pro and H5, it has high quality XLR combo with locking connectors. Overall build quality is very nice. Zoom H4 Essential also has XY microphone capsule configuration mounted on top. These capsules is slightly bigger than the ones mounted on H1 Essential with significantly better dynamic range. For about 130 dB sound pressure level. On front of the device we've got big LCD display with soft touch buttons underneath. It works with two AA sized batteries. So let's prepare it for use. It is indeed a very nice display, very big difference with H1 Essential. Very easy to read, even from quite significant distance. One can operate the menu with two knobs on the side, just with one hand. Zoom engineers made a good job here. It is very easy. As you can see, all items of the settings menu are logically placed and easy to operate. Besides two XLR combo inputs, H4 Essential has 3.5mm input, which can be used for recording of lavalier microphone or any other external source. In my experience, 3.5mm input on H4 Essential has quite good preamps, better than the ones on H1 Essential. Audio recorded through it has very low noise and greater dynamics overall. Classic, so to say, H4 handy recorder is a very well known and very well received device, so I believe Zoom had rather difficult task improving on it. Although it's reminiscent of old, so to say, H4 Pro from the outside, inside it is completely redesigned, starting from durable, thick yet light plastic build and ending up with implementation of 32-bit float technology and accessibility feature. I personally admire big beautiful display and easy to follow and logically designed settings menu. Zoom Essential line of recorders is one of the first line of the pro-grade products of that sort with accessibility feature, whereas every interaction with the device is announced verbally by the device itself, and it goes like that.
Guide sound. Volume. Version. Volume, mild, quiet, mild, loud, mild, quiet, mild, loud, mild, quiet, mild, loud, mild, quiet. Standby. File list. Input settings. Output settings. Rec settings. SD card. USB. System settings. File list. File list. Plug-in power. On. Plug-in power.
Moving on. The same as in case with H1 Essential, there is also a possibility to choose between stereo or mono recording. In my opinion, H4 Essential is very well rounded, high quality device. It would satisfy even very demanding creator. 32-bit float recording I've made with its microphone capsule or through the high quality XLR combo inputs were excellent. It is indeed very easy to use and quite affordable device, filled up with latest technology. I would recommend it to basically anyone who cares. It is also definitely coming to my bucket list. H4 Essential has software or virtual mixer built in, whereas one can adjust volume level per channel manually, which could come very handy in case if H4 Essential is used for recording podcast sessions, live streaming or music sessions. On the front of the device we've got mixer direct access knob. Volume on all 4 channels are easy to adjust with multifunctional knobs on the side. H4 Essential also could be used as 32-bit USB-C 4-in 2-out audio interface with Windows, Mac, iOS or Android. Worth to mention that H4 Essential can be used running on its own batteries as well as bus power. After connection to the device, it got instantaneously recognized as Audio Input-Output Device, I/O device. Here in Apple GarageBand, one can choose between all 4 mono inputs to connect, but it's also possible to connect it in stereo pairs. With Cubasis, situation even nicer. One can adjust sample rates through the software. H4 Essential is able to be fully integrated. Overall, I've got very good impression from H4 Essential. It is truly versatile, affordable device with very good quality audio circuit. Unfortunately, I could not test its Bluetooth functionality due to absence of BTA module. But as I understood, it also can be synchronized with the Blue and fully operated through the companion iOS app. And now let's take a look at the files. As you can see, there is a difference between H1 Essential and H4 Essential. File management. Here we've got all files organized in folders per data. Exactly as in case with H1 Essential, all files are easy to read and edit. Loading it in ProTools. Here is my stereo microphone recording. 3.5mm mono recording from a lavalier. Moving on. Last but not least unboxing for today is Zoom H6 Essential. As you can see, H6 Essential packed in the same way as H4 and H1 Essential. Carton only, all easy to recycle. In the box we've got H6 Essential itself, Generation 3 newly redesigned interchangeable microphone capsule and paper printed manuals with some warranty papers. No cables nor batteries. H6 Essential continues the same design language we've seen with H1 and H4 Essential. Sturdy thick plastic and soft touch rubberized knobs. The device itself is the largest and heaviest of all 3 in the family. It is a flagship of the Essential handy recorders family. On the left side of the device it has first and third channel high quality XLR combo with lock-in connectors, volume 3.5mm headphone output, USB-C connector and 3.5mm line out connector. On the right side, SD card slot, settings menu, multifunctional knobs, and 4th and 2nd high-quality XLR combo connector. On top, microphone capsule connector under the plastic cap. And on the opposite side, it has Bluetooth module connector and off-on hold switch. On the back, batteries, compartment and mounting connector. Now let's compare H6 Essential to H6 Black Edition. As you can see, these 2 devices are completely different looking. The biggest difference is the absence of the rotary volume knobs on H6 Essential, due to implementation of 32-bit float audio technology, to be exact, whereas double digital to analog converters, making possible to escape clipping or volume overload, if you prefer, on the device itself during the process of actual recording. H6 Essential use new type of interchangeable microphone capsules, so-called Generation 3. There is big difference in design and material used. New generation capsule made completely out of plastic, very light, fixed in XY configuration, which is the same as H1 and H4 Essential, but with much better dynamic range, for up to 135 dB sound pressure level, or SPL. There is also 2 other models of Generation 3 capsules. One of them is XLR combo extension module, and the other is shotgun capsule. all capsules on Essential line of recorders are specifically redesigned to be used with 32-bit float recording. New capsule does not have 3.5mm input, which makes not possible to use 3.5mm input for recording from external source. This feature is missing. I don't really know how to further compare these two, it is just so much different. But I believe we can see if there is any difference in audio quality in small group test I've got for you later on. Now let's assemble it and check up on the functionality. e.t.c Essential works with 4 AA sized batteries. As you can see, the display on e.t.c Essential is approximately the same size as e.t.c Black Edition, but it is much nicer, brighter, and more colorful than the one on e.t.c Black Edition. Settings menu basically the same as H4 Essential. One can operate it just with one hand, although I didn't find it as comfortable as in case with H4 Essential. e.t.c Essential also has built-in software mixer, whereas volume level on all channels could be adjusted manually. e.t.c Essential could be used as high-quality 32-bit 96 kHz audio interface for Windows, Mac, iOS or Android devices. Exactly as in case with H4 Essential, as soon as connected, it gets instantaneously recognized by the iPadOS and you're basically good to go. I have to add that for longer sessions, with all 6 channels implemented in 32-bit, one would need to use power bank, because battery is running out very quick. Now let's do some group testing. Nothing really fancy, just an ambient sound recording in the park in the neighborhood at early evening here in The Hague. I want to take a small sample from all 3 Essential recorders, sample from my beloved e.t.c Black Edition. So here it goes. We'll start from the smallest family member, H1 Essential. As you could hear, there is clear difference in dynamic range in the recordings on all Essential line. Although all 3 recorders have made slightly different quality recordings, they sound really good and perfectly usable. In my opinion, all of the recordings made with Zoom Essential line handy recorders were sound from very good to exceptional. Regarding battery life, I have to say that it is very dependable on amount of inputs, frequency and type of batteries used. The best results I've had with lithium batteries. I believe Zoom made a great step in bringing out latest technology to the end user. Essential line is a very good effort. All of the recorders are good and would make great choice for completely different kind of users. Most importantly, it is very affordable, high-quality hardware, which according to my own personal experience with Zoom-made devices, will serve you long and well. Last but not least, Zoom H6 Essential. Although I did not have any kind of problems with this device, it leaves me with some sort of mixed feelings. The same durable look and feel from high-quality plastic build as with H4 Essential, accessibility feature, 6 channels in 32-bit float, built-in mixer, interchangeable capsules and USB-C audio interface. That is all a good things. Honestly, I like that, but I did not like the placement of the display. In my opinion, it had to be up and it had to be touch enabled. Also, mono speaker? Why mono? The new capsules, although were able to record exceptionally good audio, did not feel as durable as previous generation due to fully plastic build. It does not have 3.5mm input jack. It is also quite large, so would be not my first choice to take anywhere with me. But again, that would be just my personal opinion. Zoom targeted this device for those who want to have 6 channels, 32-bit float audio enabled recorder/interface on location. For example, it could be a fantastic solution for recording choirs or drum kits. Also for multi-channel voice recording, H6 Essential is an absolutely great choice. But for anything else, H4 Essential would be better in my opinion. H4 Essential will easily get my recommendation, basically for anything. In other words, H6 Essential is made for specific user, not as previous H6 Black Edition, which was and is rather good for anything. And that would be all for now. As usual, thank you for joining in. Thumbs up if you liked it, please subscribe, and see you all next time.